Hello everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Readings by Darcy. I'm Darcy. I am a psychic medium and I have been doing readings for 20 some years now. I started this little program to introduce tarot cards and oracle cards, and today we're doing this from October 11th to October 17th. And so I'm going to introduce the cards, and then I will pull a couple of cards to just see how the week is going. And whoever watches this, to remember that it's not just geared to one person. This is geared to everyone who is watching. So if it resonates with you, you take the information and you use it. If it doesn't resonate with you, maybe it will resonate with someone else. But keep in mind, there's a couple of things that I should go over first. That if I mention anything medical, legal, or financial through spirit, I also ask that you talk to a nurse, doctor, lawyer, financial planner, because I'm none of the above. And the most important thing, whether you ever come to a reading with me or you go to a reading with someone else, is you need to remember that you have free will. So whatever is said, you can change it if you want to. It's not always a case that it's written in stone and this is all there is to it, and you can't do anything about it. It is definitely something that you have the opportunity to change if you do not like what you're hearing. Okay, so now, I always like that. So it's like pulling a needle on thread, right? So today, I am introducing the Modern Witch. Now, my daughter bought these cards. These are hers, and their new deck. They have a really funky box because they come in this box, and they have the little book as well. And here's the book. I like it because it's hardcover. And then when you open the book, and I'm not going to crease it or anything because my daughter hasn't even opened the book yet, but inside will be the pictures with an explanation of what the card means. And now I'm just going to put the book back into the box. And these cards are really quite thick. Look at the size of them. Now, they're a normal size deck, and they're actually based from the Rider-Waite deck. And it says Modern Witch Tarot Deck, and it is by Lisa Sterle. And basically it says Modern Witch Tarot is a magical take on traditional tarot symbols, inspired by fashion and modern witches from every walk of life. Spark your imagination, seek your inner wisdom, and discover your true power. Oh, I like that. It's very nice. Okay, so this deck, like I said, very similar to the Rider-Waite. They've just changed. So instead of the magician being a man, it's a lady who's a witch. High priestess, normally the same. The empress is always a female as well. The emperor, well, that looks like a man, but it sort of represents a female too. So I am going to shuffle this deck, and remember, when you have a reading, now I'm going to split the deck in half to really give it a good shuffle and then blend it together. But when you come for a reading, I use tarot cards sometimes. I use oracle cards are something new for me, so it's not something I've always used. And then I also knit sometimes, crochet, draw little pictures as I'm talking to you. I'm not the artist in the family, that's my daughter. And it's just, I let spirit lead me in the direction they need me to go, not necessarily the direction I want to go when I do a reading. And what I find interesting is that even though it may not make sense to me, it always seems to make sense, sorry, itchy nose, to the person that I'm talking to. And I think I've already managed to turn my daughter's decks around. which is pretty good for me. So with this, I'm going to pick 3 cards. Whoa, the whole deck's coming with me. There's 1 card. And there's the second. And I hope everyone's having a great weekend, getting ready for Thanksgiving. For those of you who have had dinner early, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. It's been quite a journey getting here, I have to say. What with COVID and isolation and just not the same, like, you know, where you could drive hours to get to people for dinner. Now it's more a case of doing virtual dinners, and especially since, you know, it's important that we all keep safe. Wow, this next week could be a little bit of a challenge. It could be learning to center your energy, and instead of charging forward and saying, okay, I'm going to get all this done this week, maybe you should just pick a project and work on that project. And the nice part is there's always going to be people around you if you need help. So the first card was the Lovers. And the Lovers represent a pair moving forward. And this is normally in union. But the Lovers is also the number 6, which is June. Okay. It can also represent a day, an hour. The next one is the Empress, and she is the 2, number 2. And she sits in a position where she's calm, relaxed. But you notice she's got her arm back. And at first, when I looked at her, I thought, oh, she's got a backache. So no lifting anything heavy this week unless you've got a partner to lift and you're doing it properly. And the 5 of Wands is about struggle. And I just noticed they have masks, the COVID mask on their face, 2 of them. Okay. To me, this is important. Wear your mask when you're going out. But the struggle could be a struggle in making a decision. It could be that you're just, you know, cranky this week where work is concerned. And maybe just taking a step back and saying, hey, look, I need help. So do not be afraid to ask for help if you need it this week. It seems like it's going to be important. Now, I have 3 oracle decks, and I'm not sure if I showed all of them yet. I'm pretty sure I have showed Divine Guidance and the Path of the Soul, but I'm not sure if I've shown this one, Return of Spirit. And if I have, sorry, but we're going to use it. This deck is by Cheryl Harris. All 3, whoops, little surprise in the deck. It's amazing what I can put into someone else's deck. Anyways, it comes, I might have shown it, comes with a little book, and inside the book, there are pieces of paper that I managed to put in here too. It's got the picture of the card and then a nice long explanation. Now, I will say that with these decks, because I am not used to oracle decks, I may use the book on this so that I can actually give you the divine guidance from this. I am going to shuffle. Sorry about the choo-choo train, but what can I say? Never wanted to be an engineer growing up. All right, I'm only going to pull one of these. This one is actually called Return to Spirit. All right, I love the purple, the yellow, the pinkish colors that are in there. And this book actually, okay, so here's in the book. And when I look at this, I think of the phoenix rising, of coming above difficulties and knowing when to reach out. And it looks like a little, like, depending on how you look at it, I can see a heart in it. I can see wings in it. And I can see a multitude of people all around you and giving help. So that's what I see in the card. And this is renewal of heart, mind, and spirit. And it's a time to manifest your highest desires and to know that you have the will to do it. And it's a card of triumph, heartfelt convictions. And it says to remember that you're not on your own, that there are other people around you. So if you are going through difficulties, do not be afraid to reach out and ask for the help over this next week. It's there for the taking. And I know a lot of us have a problem reaching out and asking for help. I know I do. So if I do, there's a lot more of me out there that don't ask for help when we need it. So if you need help, you need guidance, please reach out. Ask someone to help you if you need it. And to keep in mind, even if the week is a struggle too, just take that step back and say, okay, what can I do to narrow this down so this week is not as big a struggle as it seems to be? Okay. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I look forward to seeing you all again really soon. And that love, joy, and happiness finds you in mysterious ways. And basically, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.